Hi everyone, welcome back to this video, and in this video I will be giving you some information on systematic sampling, which is a type of probability sampling. So I had taken a lot of videos on sampling, so if you want to get a look at those videos you can click on the links given in the description box and view those videos. So let's get into this video. So basically it's systematic sampling. It's a technique where a sample is selected based on observations being selected in an orderly fashion or at regular intervals. Okay, so to give you a highlight of what this sample does is, it is conducted by selecting a random starting observation and then by dividing the whole population with the desired sample size. So you have your entire population, so that is divided with the sample size that you want to have. So that's a desired sample size, which gives you the observations to select in order to make up your sample size. So this observation, this number, is what you will be selecting as a sample. So I will show you an example for this. So let's say a teacher wants to form a group of 3 to represent a class of 30 students. Okay, so adding the formula, you have your total population as 30 and the desired sample, okay, your representation, it should be 3. So that is 3, and when you divided 30 by 3, it's equal to 10. So every 10th student is going to make up your sample. Okay, so here you have a class of 30 students. So as I said, every 10th student is going to be the selected observation for your sample. So there you have your 3 students. So this is nothing but the systematic sampling, where based on a systematic fashion or an orderly fashion, samples get selected, rather than the random sampling technique where randomly sample observations are selected for a sample. So now if you see the advantages of using this systematic sampling technique. So usually when you had seen in the random sampling video, I would have mentioned that when the population is going to be large, then random sampling does not actually have much of uses, because there won't be there would be scenarios where you're not able to collect the data of the entire population. So usually random sampling is suggested for a very small size population. So when you see for systematic sampling, when a researcher has to collect multiple samples, okay, from the population, so say from the entire population of 10,000, I need 3 samples, okay, of let's say 100, 100 and 100. So at that time, this systematic sampling technique plays a very useful role, because you're just randomly going to select the starting point, and after that those observations are going to be selected. So there won't be an overlap of any already selected observation. So that's why systematic sampling is very useful in that case. And if you see the drawbacks, so it does not work for situations when population data set has patterns, and also not suitable when there are high chances of data manipulation. So I'll give you an example. So this is an example data set. So take a look at this data set. If you notice over here, every even row over here is a male. The gender is a male. Okay. So if at all I'm going to apply a systematic sampling technique where I'm going to choose every even or every odd observation, if I'm going to select an even observation over here, then definitely from my entire population, only all the males are going to be selected, which indirectly would lead to a bias, because it means that my entire research will result in results that are pertaining to a male gender. It will say that males are more, there's no females, then it will lead to incorrect decisions taken. So similarly, there can be various patterns that might exist in a data set or in a population. So whenever there are slight traces of patterns existing, then there are high chances that your analysis will be skewed and there'll be a bias. Okay, so that's the first point. And the second point, it's not suitable when there are high chances of data manipulation. So when that kth number, okay, the kth number over here, say 10th, is revealed, okay, when it's obvious, there would be certain scenarios, or there might be certain chances where your data set, okay, that's the population, can be manipulated in such a way that every 10th observation that's being selected would, support the research aim. Okay, so let's say that I want to you know view the I want to do a research as to who are more productive, which gender is more productive. So if I know that Kate's value and I understand the entire motivation of doing a research, and when it's prone to data manipulation, this data set is exposed for manipulation, and when there are high chances, then there might be a lot of manipulation that can be done in order to select samples where a particular gender performs well, so that when it's analyzed also, then it will reveal that yes, that particular gender is the highly performing gender. So that's why when there are circumstances or scenarios where there are chances of data being manipulated, then systematic sampling is a no. And also when you have patterns, don't go in for systematic sampling. So this is some information about systematic sampling and when you can use it and when not use it. So I hope that this video was informative. If you like this video, please do give this a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe to this channel, and also do share your feedbacks. Thank you.